Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another political episode. So we are back today, and as usual, we know as you clicked on this video, you probably know what to expect. We are almost to the record. Kamala Harris is losing momentum fast. In Wikipedia, which takes, as you know, all the averages from like 538, 270 to win, Decision Desk HQ and The Hill, Cook Political Report. They take all of that and they, of course, calculate the average, and you'll see Kamala Harris is leading by 1.1. In 270, in a multi-candidate race, you'll see Kamala Harris it's a tie with Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. Of course, the average is 0.3. The point is, and it's basically obvious, momentum is not with Kamala Harris. And you take a look at national polling. Let's see the recent polls. Okay. Yeah, Kamala Harris won recent polls. Sure. You got the Rasmussen poll that came out in favor for her. But there have been also polls that, of course, let's see what Real Clear says. Because Real Clear is saying, okay, it's not really going well for Kamala Harris. Because Kamala Harris is leading nationally by 0.1. In other words, it's just basically tied. And where's the ties? Okay, I think there's the New York Times Siena poll that shows a tie. Let's see if there's New York Times Siena. Okay, New York Times Siena College, an exact tie there. CNN poll, that's also a tie right here. And just recently, we got a Rasmussen Reports poll dropped for Kamala Harris, and they go and say, oh, Rasmussen, far right, blah, blah, blah. Well, here you go. Rasmussen dropped a Kamala Harris 0.1 poll. The Democrats are going to be celebrating this, guarantee it. They're going to be like, oh, there's still hope for Kamala Harris. There's also the TIPP poll that says Kamala Harris wins by 2. But here's the thing, guys. Kamala Harris, in order to win the election, needs to get over 4 points. Because ideally, if I think we can put up the Cook Political Report, because if she wins by 1, guess what? Donald Trump wins. If she wins by 2, guess what? Donald Trump wins. Wins by 3, guess what? Donald Trump wins. These polls are basically Trump wins. Maybe the Big Village poll that said Kamala leads by 7, and I highly doubt she would. This would be of course, Kamala Harris win. But let's just take a look and predict a 1-point win for Kamala Harris, whatever that would be. So right now, of course, the 2020 result showed that Joe Biden won by 4.5, okay? 4.5, that's the margin, enough margin for a Democrat to win. But at the same time, if Trump gained I don't know, a minimum would be 100,000 more votes, he would have won Wisconsin, he would have won Arizona, and he would have won Georgia. And that would still be like a 4.4 win. That would be a Republican. So yes, it's not, in order for a Democrat to comfortably win, it would have to be like 5 point. And as you know, Kamala Harris hasn't got any 5-pointer polls. The last big poll she got was the Morning Consult poll, which showed her defeating Trump by, of course, 4 percentage points. But let's kind of move things, and I'm going to try my best to kind of predict. We'll say 64% would be the best realistic number. Of course, personally, I do think Donald Trump is taking a lot of momentum from these white non-college graduates, and I think very possibly he could get even more. Look, so yes, Donald Trump wins the 306. It's exactly what it looks like in 2016. And Kamala Harris is leading by 2.4, okay? 2.4 for Kamala Harris, okay? I guess Donald Trump still wins. All right, let's try to see what would be a realistic expectation for the college graduate. I would say 58% would be an expectation for college grads. Even though that pro-Hamas, pro Palestine. We'll see how that plays in. You'll see Kamala Harris comfortably won with 5.1. But then again, there's going to be other expectations in that too, specifically with, of course, African Americans. I would say expectationally 79% would be the most accurate, or 81%, 82. Let's see, 82. Okay, Donald Trump wins again. All right, it's a 3.2 win for Kamala Harris. Despite 58% like college voters coming out and voting, you got a very close result. Donald Trump wins the election by 280. Latinos, let's see, drop it down. Maybe 56% would be a realistic number for a Latino Hispanic vote. But yes, let's see. There we go. So now Donald Trump leads by 297 electoral votes. Election-wise, Harris wins by 2.4. Okay? And Michigan is basically tilting here. Asian and other voters, I would say drop it down. Maybe 56% would also work. This is going to be a 4-pointer. All right, so this is what it would look like, a 2.1 victory. But what would a 1-point victory for Kamala Harris look like? Let's just bump up white, non-college graduate, probably a point more, like 65. All right, this is a 1-point victory. You'll see Donald Trump carries all the swing states, and despite losing the popular vote. And that's what I mean. Kamala Harris, I don't think there's any scenario where Kamala Harris wins the election, but just by 1 percentage point. It's very, very, very hard to see, especially with the recent demographic shift. Like, sure, you could say white college grad. Let's see, 63% was the biggest poll here. Kamala Harris wins, but look at that. It's a 4-point advantage. And that's not what polls are saying. Kamala Harris is not winning this election by 4 points in average. And it clearly makes sense here. So yes, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris are neck and neck. And really, it's just the battlegrounds that are all in favor for Donald Trump altogether. So interestingly enough. But yes, it currently looks like this in like Nevada. Let's take a look at Nevada. It's a current tie, okay? A current tie. You could say Donald Trump necessarily, like Nevada is currently tossed up at the moment, thus said giving Kamala Harris, basically giving Kamala, not even giving Kamala Harris the Electoral College. She loses she has only 269 electoral votes. That said, and what I'm trying to say is, then again, if Trump wins Nevada, it's going to be a tie. Then again, you can't necessarily say, and just a couple of days ago, Nevada was labeled as Kamala Harris's best state. It's not really her best state anymore. It's a tie now. Looking at Wisconsin, you could say Wisconsin's her best state, 0.3 though, but she's losing in recent polls. Michigan, 0.3, you could say Michigan's her best state once again. But then again, I would be very concerned if I were in her situation about those labor unions. Pennsylvania, she is not the best state for sure. It's 0.2. And we should recognize that Donald Trump is leading in, of course, North Carolina, Georgia. Let's take a look at Georgia. 1.4. Yeah, she won in the recent Marist poll. I think that was added in the average for Real Clear. No, it wasn't. That's just what I'm telling you. It really isn't. It's 2.2 for Donald Trump now. And the thing is, Real Clear Politics tends to be pretty accurate. I want to go to that Electoral College and really take a look here. I wonder what Real Clear Politics said was predicting for like 2020. But no, we just want no toss-up map. And I just want to know what... But I guess I don't know. These are the map links. This is recent history. But yeah, this is battlegrounds. Joe Biden was leading by 2.3 in battlegrounds. Okay, that was important. Okay. So obviously great results for Donald Trump. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below. And as always, I'll see you all in the next political episode.